My longtime friend Neil O'Dowd, thank you. Thank you, Patricia. Dr. Lay, congratulations on becoming the Irish American of the Year. To the Hall of Fame inductees who are here, congratulations, and thank you for lives well lived. I was thinking about the first time I met with Neil O'Dowd and the crowd he got to gang up on me. And early in the presidential election season of 1991, 1992, it was either late 91 or early 92. And these people wanted to know that I was going to appoint a special envoy. They wanted to know that I was committed to peace. It was interesting. The Irish American community for years had tried to support in one way or the other what was going on in Ireland, sometimes to good effect, sometimes to not so good effect. But there was this welling up, this feeling that maybe finally something could be done. So Neil got me on the hook. The rest is history. Many years later, my daughter called me one night when she was a senior at Stanford. She had taken a year off, or 6 months off, to work for her mother's Senate campaign in New York. Thank you very much, New Yorkers. And because Hillary was up there campaigning, be my sort of consort and hostess at the White House. So she got back to Stanford with only 8 weeks to go. And she called me one night and she said, "Dad, I'm not going to sleep much for the next 8 weeks. I'm going to spend the night in the library a lot, put my head down on the desk." I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, I had enough credits to get a degree after only 3 years, but I had to go back and take a Spanish class, and then they told me that I couldn't graduate with high honors unless I wrote a thesis. So I intend to write one, at least 200 pages. I said, "You're going to do it in 8 weeks?" She said, "Yep." I said, "How long is everybody else going to work?" She said, "About a year and a half." And I said, "What is yours going to be on?" She said, "Ireland, of course, the Irish." I said, "And what are you supposed to do in the next 6 weeks?" She said, "First, I want to tell a story about the Irish coming to America. Then I want to tell a story about what's happened to Ireland in the last 30 years. Then I want to talk about the intersection of the two and what role America has played in the economic and political resurgence of both the North and the Irish Republic." I said, "You're going to do that in 8 weeks?" She said, "Yep." And I said, "What are you going to say about me?" She said, "I'll let you know when I get the research done." So she calls me 7.5 weeks later and says, "Dad, I'm sending you the draft." And I said, "Okay, Chelsea, what'd you say about me?" She said, "I said you were great." I said, "When you started, I just think you let Neil O'Dowd and those guys beat you into it. You just wanted to carry New York in the primary." But she said, "Once you got into it, I think you believed in it with all your heart. So you come out fine. Your kids never cut you slack. I love them. So thank you for that long ago meeting.